Your brain is more powerful than any supercomputer, but you're barely using its full potential. These 7 memory hacks will change the way you think, remember, and learn forever. Hey there, I'm Alex, and I'm on a mission to unlock the hidden potential of the human mind. And let me tell you, one of the most incredible secrets I've uncovered is that our brains are capable of so much more than we give them credit for, especially when it comes to memory. Now, I know what you're thinking. Alex, my memory is terrible. I can't even remember what I had for breakfast yesterday. Well, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have 7 mind-blowing memory hacks that will make you feel like you've unlocked a cheat code for your brain. You know, when I first started diving into the world of memory techniques, I was skeptical. I mean, I couldn't even remember my grocery list without checking my phone 3 times. But then I discovered these hacks, and it was like someone had flipped a switch in my brain. Suddenly, I was remembering names, dates, and even entire speeches with ease. It was like I'd been trying to open a door with a banana all my life, and someone finally handed me the key. So let's start with the first hack, shall we? It's called the memory palace, and it's a technique used by both ancient Greeks and modern memory champions. Now, I know what you're thinking. Alex, I'm not a memory champion. I'm just trying to remember where I put my keys. But trust me, this technique is so simple and effective, it'll blow your mind. Here's how it works. Imagine walking through your house, but instead of seeing your usual stuff, every room holds a different thing you want to remember. It sounds weird, right? But this is exactly how memory champions memorize hundreds of random objects, names, even entire decks of cards. Your brain loves locations, so why not use that? Let me give you an example. Say you need to remember a grocery list. Milk, eggs, bread, and apples. Imagine walking into your house. In the entryway, there's a cow taking a shower. In the living room, a giant egg is watching TV. The kitchen has a massive loaf of bread as the island. And in your bedroom, apple trees are growing out of your bed. Sounds ridiculous, right? But I guarantee you'll remember that list. Now, let's move on to hack number 2. Turning facts into stories. Ever wonder why you can remember the plot of your favorite movie, but forget your to-do list? It's because the brain is wired for story. If you turn boring info into a wild, dramatic, even ridiculous narrative, it sticks like glue. Let's say you need to remember the order of the planets. Instead of just listing them off, create a story. My very educated mother just served us noodles. Each word represents a planet. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. But don't stop there. Make it wilder. Imagine your mom in a spacesuit, jumping from planet to planet, serving different types of noodles. The crazier the story, the more likely you are to remember it. All right, moving on to hack number 3, the weird association trick. This one's my personal favorite because it's just so, weird. Want to remember someone named Alex? Picture them riding a giant alligator? The weirder, the better. Your brain pays attention to strange. I once met a guy named Bob at a conference. To remember his name, I imagined him bobbing for apples in a sea of bubbles. It's been years, and I still remember Bob's name. Why? Because that mental image was so bizarre, my brain couldn't forget it if it tried. Now, here's where things get really interesting. Hack number 4 is all about using your sense of smell to boost your memory. I know it sounds strange, but hear me out. Studies have shown that scent can be a powerful memory trigger. So try this. Pick a specific scent, like lavender or peppermint, and smell it while you're studying or trying to memorize something. Then, when you need to recall that information later, smell the same scent again. It's like creating a scent bookmark for your brain. I once used this trick to memorize a presentation. I studied while smelling a particular type of tea. And then right before the presentation, I took a quick whiff of the same tea. Boom. The information came flooding back. It was like unlocking a scent-coated vault in my mind. All right, we're more than halfway through, and your mind is probably already spinning with possibilities. But wait, there's more. Hack number 5 is called chunking, and it's your brain's favorite shortcut. Want to memorize a long number, speech, or list? This one simple strategy makes your brain feel like it's cheating the system. Here's how it works. Instead of trying to remember a long string of information, break it down into smaller, manageable chunks. For example, instead of trying to remember the number 8,675,309, break it into 867 minus 53 minus 9. See how much easier that is? Your brain can handle these smaller chunks much more efficiently. I use this technique to memorize pi to 100 digits. Instead of one long number, I broke it into chunks of 3 or 4 digits each. 3141592653589. Suddenly, an impossible task became totally doable. Now, hack number 6 might seem counterintuitive, but trust me, it works. It's called the forget to remember rule, secret power of forgetting, and how spacing out information helps you remember more than cramming ever could. Here's the deal. Instead of cramming all your studying into one long session, spread it out over time. Study for a bit, then take a break. Come back to it later. This gives your brain time to process and consolidate the information. It's like giving your brain a chance to digest what it's learned. I use this technique when learning a new language. Instead of marathon study sessions, I'd study for 20 minutes, then take a break. Come back to it a few hours later, then again the next day. Our attention skyrocketed compared to when I tried to learn everything in one go. And finally, we come to hack number 7, and it's probably the most overlooked memory tool of all: sleep. Most people sabotage their memory every night without realizing it. Here's how to sleep in a way that cements what you learned. First off, aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Your brain uses this time to consolidate memories and process information. But here's the real trick. Review what you want to remember right before bed. Your brain will work on it while you sleep, making it easier to recall later. Once had to memorize a speech for a big presentation. I reviewed it right before bed for a week straight. By the time the presentation came around, I knew that speech like the back of my hand. It was like my brain had been practicing all night while I slept. So there you have it, folks. 7 memory hacks that will revolutionize the way you think, learn, and remember. From creating vivid mental images with the Memory Palace technique to harnessing the power of sleep, these strategies are backed by science and proven to work. Remember, your memory isn't weak, it's untrained. It's like having a supercomputer, but only using it to play solitaire. With these hacks, you're unlocking its true potential. Imagine remembering names effortlessly, recalling important information at will, and learning new skills faster than ever before. But here's the thing. Knowing these hacks isn't enough. You've got to use them. Start small. Pick one technique and practice it today. Maybe create a mini memory palace for your to-do list, or use the weird association trick to remember someone's name. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes. And who knows, you might just surprise yourself. One day you could be reciting entire speeches from memory, learning languages with ease, or even competing in memory championships. Okay, maybe that last one's a stretch, but hey, dream big. So, what do you think? You ready to unlock your brain's full potential? Let me know in the comments which hack you're most excited to try. If you've got any memory tricks of your own, share them. Let's turn this comment section into a treasure trove of memory hacks. Remember, your memory isn't broken. It's just bored. Give it something to work with, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So go out there and start hacking your memory. Trust me, your future self will thank you. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this mind-bending journey into the world of memory hacks, hit that like button and subscribe for more brain-boosting content. If you forget to subscribe, just use one of these hacks to remember for next time. Till then, keep flexing that mental muscle, and I'll see you in the next video.